Hi, and thanks for stopping by another No BS social media chat. The title of today's post says it all. Of course, we'll talk about it for a few minutes. You are unique. You know, it's funny, and lately I've had a lot of conversations with people going, well, what's the key? What can put me ahead of everybody else? And you know what? I wish I was, well, I don't wish I was a liar, but I wish I was a liar and could just say, well, I'll just do this and everything will be great. But in reality, you are unique. Your situation is unique. Everybody on social media, while there are lots of things you can copy, lots of things you can imitate, lots of things you can try to do, at the end of the day, how you interact with your fans, how you interact with your followers, with your friends, whatever you want to call them, it's a unique experience. Everywhere from platinum selling recording artists to accountants, to lawyers, to doctors, to regular people. Our situation's unique. I always laugh. When my wife posts something on Facebook, she's guaranteed to get more likes and more comments, and I probably have, I would bet 3 times the amount of followers. The difference is the quality of her followers. They're true friends. They're people she went to school with. They're people she works with. You know, sadly, the people I went to school with, well, we're long disconnected, or the people I work with are more interested in themselves than they are in others. Her connections are different than mine. So every situation is unique. Now, I'm not upset. I realize the situation. I realize that if I want to connect with people, I have to use certain networks and have certain experiences, and it's just a uniquely different experience. So it doesn't necessarily matter. We've talked about this, the amount of fans, followers, friends you have, quantity versus quality. Each situation is unique. Not only that, I can tell one recording artist to do something one way, and I can't replicate it with another, because you don't have the exact same fan base. And even if you did, let's say you both had the same 10 fans. Those 10 fans would interact with you differently than they would with someone else. Because again, each and every one of our experiences are different. Think of a band that you like. Think of a famous TV celebrity you like. Your experience with them is different than somebody else's experience with them. Your amount of love for them, your amount of fandom for them is different. So you have to look at each individual relationship, each individual connection online as unique. And more importantly, you're unique. Hence the title of today's post. You bring something special to the table. What that is, I don't know. It may be the way you interact with people. It may be the smile you have on your face. It may be the way you look. Whatever it is, every situation is unique, and that's what's interesting. You've heard of, or maybe you've heard of what they call TVQ scores. Have you ever noticed that there are some actors who are on lots of TV shows that are never successful, yet they keep getting new TV shows? It's because somebody did this test called the Q score test, where they figured out how high their Q scores were. And because they had such a high Q score, for whatever reason, people liked them, people were comfortable with them, people thought they were attractive, whatever, had an empathy for them, they always kept getting TV shows. All the Friends characters had high TVQ scores at the height of Friends, and that still exists to this day, in spite of the fact is that most of them haven't had the success they've had since Friends. Does that make sense to you? Same thing goes with recording artists, with radio celebrities. You know, again, I talk about accountants all the time. What makes one accountant different than another? They all use the same multiplication tables. They all use the same tax forms. It's about how well they explain what they do, how well they see the future, and more importantly, how well they interact with you. Think about it. Each relationship is unique, as are you. Make sure you take advantage of that. It takes a little bit more work. I'll be the first to admit there are no quick fixes. We've talked about that a lot. But you can make it happen with a little time, a little persistence, and paying attention. More next week, another No BS chat. NoBSSocial.com. You can find us there. You can find us at No BS Social on our YouTube page as well. Hope you'll check us out. More importantly, email, phone. They're coming up here at the end of the screen. Reach out. I'd love to answer your questions for free.